Alright, recording.
Bert said he's stretching. He doesn't want to pull a hamstring or anything, so.
Yeah, I'm sure. Alright, the recording now. It's May 10th, 2012. Good afternoon, everyone. May 10th, 2012. We had a bunch of trades in a bunch of different markets this morning. I'll get right into them right now. The results, we had ES. We traded one trade on the ES, got a break even on it, missed a second trade that went for 2 points. I'll show you that. Hang on, let me bring my DOMs over. ES, 0 ticks. The YM this morning, we got 5 ticks gain, 5 points on the YM. The Russell, we ended up with minus 1 tick. Gold, we ended up with plus 7 ticks. Alright, and the NQ, we ended up with plus 15 ticks. Alright, plus 15 ticks on the NQ. Now, we'll go over all those trades. Right now, I will start out with the Russell. Alright, we ended minus 1 tick on the Russell. I'll show you the trades that we took. Right in here, we took a short trade. We had some, this green line turned down into the brown right here. I was actually a little bit late getting into it. It went 4 or 5 ticks, then came back and stopped me out for minus 4 or 5 ticks. Alright, the next trade that set up was over here. This was not ideal because the cycle was blue and headed up, but the MA1 was still red, so I took it anyway. I got short in there. It did go 5 or 6 ticks in my favor. I didn't move my stop to break even. I was just about to move it to break even, but I didn't do it fast enough, and it came back and stopped me out for a small loss. The next trade that set up, there was one over here. Well, there were a couple more actually. Right in here, there was one that set up, but it was going right into the zone, so we didn't take that. There was one that set up right in here, pulled back up to the BBC, gave the down close. I missed that one, but I got the next one right here. I got 10 ticks profit on this one. That put me at minus 1 tick on the morning. Over here, I got short over here on the down close with the bearish divergence. It gave me about 4 or 5 ticks profit. I moved my stop to plus 1 tick, and it actually came back and stopped me out of break even, which was minus 1 tick on the day. All right, those were the trades that I took on the Russell this morning. Now I'll keep going and show you the rest of the trades that actually set up in here. There was bullish divergence right here. Price came down, tested the BBC, gave an up close. There was an opportunity right there to get in there and get long for some profit. All right, it didn't go a full 10 ticks or anything like that, but there was an opportunity to get in there and get long, and I had advised managing the risk on that trade if you did get into it. Okay. Over here again, you see the cycle is blue and headed up. The MA1 was blue and headed up pretty strong. This one actually went up and it had a down close right here, and it did give a nice move down. Excuse me, but the cycle was blue and headed up, so I wasn't looking to take that trade. All right. Let's see in here. I don't know why this is here, but we'll skip by that one. Right here we had some bullish divergence. Everything was right inside the weekly trading zone in here, so I wasn't looking to do any trading in there. And that puts us right into the end of the morning. All right, so the Russell didn't give us a ton of opportunity this morning. It did have some fairly nice movement, okay, but not a ton of opportunity. Okay, let's go over to gold. Now on gold, I missed so many setups this morning on the gold. It started out right here. We had bullish divergence, a pullback down, tested the BBC with an up close for a nice move up. Over here, bearish divergence right here. Okay, I'll highlight the divergence for you. Bearish divergence right there. Here, I'll drag this bullish one over too, so you can see right there was a bullish divergence. It was bearish divergence. Tested the BBC with a down close for the big move down. Over here we had bullish divergence right here, but it didn't pull all the way back down to the BBC, so we didn't get an opportunity to enter in that one. Over here we had bearish divergence right there. Price tested the BBC, gave a down close for a shorting opportunity. Did it again right in here. Tested the BBC for a down close, and again right there. Tested the BBC for a down close. By the time I finally took one of these trades, it was way over here, and I was telling everyone after missing all these trades in the morning, in the first half an hour, I said, the next trade that I'm able to take is going to be the first trade that loses probably, and sure enough, it was. I lost 9 ticks on this trade right here. I got long on the bullish divergence. That was right here. Was the bullish divergence? It pulled down here, tested the BBC. Oops. Oh, tested the BBC right there and gave an up close. All right, so I got long right there. It gave me a couple of ticks, and then it turned right around on me. All right. I missed this trade right here that had nice bearish divergence, and I missed this trade over here that had bearish divergence. Tested the BBC there, tested the BBC there with the bearish divergence. It did it here too, but the cycle was moving up. Okay. I got long over here. We had bullish divergence right here. Price moved up above the BBC, came back down, tested and gave me an up close. I got long and I took a break even on that. That continued to go up. Then right at the end of the morning session, we had more bullish divergence here, and price tested the BBC, and I got long right here. And I took 17 ticks on that one. I think it was 17, maybe 16 ticks on that one. And that was where my morning ended on gold. What I want you guys to take away from this, I ended the morning plus 7 ticks on gold, but what I'd really like you to take away from this is the opportunity that was there. Now, you see I missed all these trades, and I say this often in the recaps. If you're a partner and you're in the live trading room, or even if you're not in the live trading room and you're a partner, there's no reason for you guys to be missing these trades unless you're just not paying attention. That's why I missed them, because I was doing, I was helping partners in the live trading room, and so I missed a bunch of these trades. I did manage to get some trades. I took the trades that I could take when they set up, okay, and we managed to get profitable on the morning at the end of the session. But if you become a partner, we'll train you to recognize these opportunities, and you'll be able to take them on your own. Okay, so like at this point right here in the day, I think I went through this morning. At this point right here, you had 20 ticks there, 20 ticks there, 20 ticks there. That's 60 ticks between those 3 trades. 60 ticks, that's $600 a contract, and that's the first half an hour. Okay, so in here you might have gotten a break even on one of these trades, or maybe a little bit of profit on one of these trades, or both of these trades. Not gotten too much out of it. I lost 9 ticks on this trade. This one right here was good for another 20. This one was good for 10. This one was good for 20. This one was good for 20. There's a lot of opportunity in here. All right, that was the gold on the morning. Let's jump over to the YM. Okay. Now on the YM, I missed this long trade right here early on. About 10 o'clock, I missed the long trade. Price had bullish divergence here. Price pulled down, tested the BBC, gave an up close. I missed that one. I took this one over here. We had bearish divergence. Let me blow this up some. You can't really see what happened there. We had bearish divergence and a down close right there. I shorted the down close. Price dropped down here below the MA1. Once it got below the MA1, I had moved my stop up to break even because it shouldn't get back up above the MA1. It did, and that's where it turned around, so I got to break even on that trade. As it progressed, we had some divergences. These arrows are going the wrong way here. They shift around on me when I change the size of the chart for some reason. But right in here we had some bearish divergence, but it never tested the BBC. Here we had bullish divergence right here. We had bullish divergence. And it did test the BBC. There was an opportunity to get long in there. I missed that. Okay. That was right there. It was an opportunity to get long. Here we had some bearish divergence that tested the BBC with a down close. I did take that short, and we got short right there. Over here we had bullish divergence, but price was back and forth over the BBC. It was on the wrong side, or the MA1 was on the wrong side, one or the other. So we didn't take any trades in there. All right, and that pretty much closed out our morning session. There was more bearish divergence in here with tests of the BBC. You see right here, right in there, 3 times right in there, 3 or 4 times right in there. You had bearish divergence and tested the BBC with a down close for some opportunity on the short side. Okay, over here on the long side, bullish divergence with an up close. That just happened a couple of minutes ago. Alright, that was the YM. We ended plus 5 ticks on the YM. We ended plus 7 ticks on the gold, minus 1 tick on the Russell, flat on the ES. This was the trade we took on the ES this morning. Right here, we had a bullish cross of the MA1 over the BBC. We had bullish divergence down here. Price came down, tested the BBC. I got long there. It gave us 1 point profit in the trade, and I moved my stop up to break even at that point because price was touching or hitting the MA1 where I thought it might get rejected. It turned around, stopped me out of break even, and it did drop 2.25, 2.5 points, something like that. It got choppy in here for a few minutes, and then we had a couple of nice, well, one nice opportunity in here anyway. This one right here. Dwayne took this one this morning, but I did not. I tried to take it. I was a little late getting it on. But this right here, we had the bearish cross. Price pulled down and pulled back up to the BBC with bearish divergence. And we had enough room in between the BBC and the weekly trading zone to take the short. That gave 3 or 4 points right there. Alright, and since then it's been back and forth, pretty choppy action in there. That was the one ES trade that I took this morning. Now, let's see, the NQ. I'm going to bring the NQ over here. The NQ this morning I was trading on a 10 tick range, and I was using, well, I'll show you the trade I took anyway. I shorted right over here when this green line turned down into the brown line right here. Okay, I shorted that, and that I took 15 ticks profit on. Okay, 15 ticks profit. I just watched, I got short on the down close, and it went, it just went nicely down. I just trailed my stop behind it and let it go. Were there more opportunities like that today? Well, yeah, I'm sure there were. There was another one right here for about 6 or 8 ticks. This one right here, if you'd have gotten in over here, you could have gotten another probably 6 or 8 ticks on top of what I got out of that. Over here, there was, well, from all the way over here at 22.75 down to, let's just say 15.75. That's what, 28 ticks right there. That encompassed 2 of those opportunities, though. All right. One right in here. If you took it from right there, you would have caught onto that one pretty early. Right here. What I'm looking at here is not divergence with the cycle. Okay, let me take that off of there so you can better appreciate what I'm looking at. We have the divergence here between the green and the brown is staying in the direction of the price. All right, so it's got a lot of momentum in that direction. We're just having a short pullback on perhaps just this bar, maybe a couple of bars pullback. And then the green turns back in the same direction as the brown. So you're not waiting for a pullback there, you're just waiting for the green to turn back in the same direction as the brown. And you can see over and over and over again it was doing really well today. Well, that went into yesterday, but alright, and that was it on the NQ. Let's see, what else? I did look at the 6E a little bit this morning, and we had a partner who traded the 6E a little bit this morning. I'll show you the trades that I pointed out anyway. Well, the one that I pointed out in the live trading room was this one right here. Okay, in the live trading room. It was actually pointed out to me. But when it was happening, we had the bearish divergence and the down close right there for the shorting opportunity. Alright, but if you go back to the wee hours of the morning when the 6E became active, we had bullish divergence right here. Bullish divergence right there with a down close. With a test of the BBC and an up close. All right, we started to get bearish divergence in here. Let me find. I should have a bearish divergence arrow somewhere. Right here. This is the 6E now, and look at the time down here. This is 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. Okay, this is all Eastern time. So if you live on the West Coast, this is you haven't even gone to bed yet. This is midnight, 1 o'clock, something. Well, it depends when you normally go to bed, but right in here, there was an opportunity to short, okay, with the bearish divergence. Again, with the bearish divergence, right here, opportunity to short. Now let me drag this over here because the next one is going to be an opportunity to go long with the bullish divergence. Tested the BBC with an up close. It got a little junky right here, but we had bullish divergence in there with the test of the BBC and an up close right in here. And this was the one that happened in the live trading room. All right. Right now there is bearish divergence. This was the down close right here after the test of the BBC. Okay, right here. And that is the 6E. All right. That brings us current on all the markets that we looked at in the live trading room today. All right. If anybody has any questions about any of these things, you can email me directly at support@cfrn.net. If you're on the free trial and you want to get into the partners meeting tonight, and you don't know how to become a partner to get into the partners meeting, you should email me at cfrn.net. I'm sorry, email me at support@cfrn.net, support@cfrn.net. And I'll get you all the information and we'll get you into that partners meeting tonight. All right, partners meeting is 9 p.m. Eastern time. And we have one of those every Thursday night. All right, going to wrap up my recording right here.